Okay, welcome in, you trader nerds. Where have y'all been for a whole week or so? Seems like forever since I've been gone. Anyway, y'all see this? Hope I'm sharing my screen. Everybody's good. It's going to take me a while to get back into things, but the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, College of Human Environmental Sciences presents Risky Business, the power of taking risk in business and life with our friend, Tom Shoshnoff, as Beth calls him, co-CEO and founder of Tasty Life. That'll be this Thursday, March 2nd at 1 p.m. Central Time, baby. That is 2 Eastern Time. And there's a little Zoom meeting link and the Zoom meeting link, and I'll post a Zoom meeting link. So that's coming up on Thursday. Don't forget, immediately after our program today, we will go into executive Muscadine Mafia session because we will be trading a brand new account that is $25,000. It is an IRA account, but that really doesn't matter because I really can't tell the difference between IRAs and regular accounts. So if you want to follow along with building up a new account, that'll be fine too. Now, my last vacation before this one, I went on a personal development kick where I was listening to these audio books about how to be better and how to be smarter and how to be wiser and how to be all this kind of stuff. So I was really feeding into my self-improvement. This time, I didn't do that at all. So I did not improve myself at all while I was on the cruise. What I did do is think a lot about our trade, y'all. And I was sitting there going, man, something ain't right. Something just dang ain't right. And it came to me. I go, why did we change the formula? Why did we change? And there's a lot of reasons I could go into. The first thing I saw is it's that damn Ed. He has flat just dragged me down again into the pits. And I followed something I shouldn't have followed. It wasn't Ed's fault, but it was my fault because y'all were clamoring for a hedge and y'all wanted the doomsday hedge and all that kind of garbage. And I fed into it. And so we did that. So what that did, though, is the Sweet Bobby hedge does not work good in the grind down market. But not only that, after I got back from vacation, I said, I got to get in the lab. And I went in the lab, and I'm not going to show it now because I had to close one of my things down because I don't know. But I will show you later why I'm going back to the secret sauce. And the secret sauce was doing everything in the 60 days and saying, screw it with the Sweet Bobby hedge. So if you've been following along for the last couple of weeks, I have made a revision. I have pivoted. It is similar to the pivot when Coca-Cola, y'all remember this, right? Back in the 20th century, when they said, you know what, we got a good formula here. Hell, it's been over 100 years working just fine. Let's change it. And then they bring in all the consultants and all the consultants. Good idea. Let's do focus factors. And, oh, man, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And the next thing it's a disaster. You change the Coke formula, trying to make it better. And that's what we did. We tinkered too much. And I apologize. I don't really apologize. Hey, y'all big boys and girls, y'all follow me into it. So you found it too. With adding the hedge and doing everything we did, y'all, it didn't work. So, for example, when we were down 1 or 2% back, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, we would be happy because our accounts would be up. Not anymore. If we're down 2% in the market, we're down 3%. Enough. And I could have swallowed my pride and said, oh, let's just keep going. Let's see how it does. But I didn't do that. I said, screw it. We're going back to the secret sauce. Now, our pivot is a lot quicker than the pivot that Coke made. It took them a while to realize they needed to get back to the secret sauce. So I am getting back to the secret sauce. Now, if you would like my revised trading plan that I used in the lab, I went back and took out all the garbage out of it that we were tinkering with, and I put it back just like it was. So I'm excited about that. Very, very excited. So I hope y'all are excited as well. And it's just good to be back. Look at all the green, y'all. All right, so let's see how much money we got in this little account here. So our thing here. So don't forget, Tom Shoshnoff is going to be there. So we're at 37,979. 37,979. So let's see how we're doing over here. 37,979. Oh my gosh, that does not look good. 37,979. I don't even know if that's right, actually. 25, 227. I don't think that's right. 227. Well, I guess it is. I guess we're down a little bit. 227, 23. 27, 23. All right, so we're down a little bit. So, but we're still up on the year, right? But we had to go through some garbage stuff. So we are about to rectify the garbage stuff. Now, when we look at what the garbage stuff looks like, this looks good. And we still got a 95% probability of profit. So that's fine too. But what we have is this, and we've got wasted space over here. So I've got to fix that. So let's go and record our metrics for the day and see what we need to do to get this back settled where we need to be. 134 and 34. And what the interesting thing is our metrics were no longer working. It looked good on paper. It just wasn't good in real life. So we're going to fix it. 134 and 34. And what is the VIX today? VIX is, come on, work. Who's got the VIX? Since my thing ain't working.
I believe it's 21 in the 21s.
In the 21s, that's good. We'll just put 21. So let's see how we're looking here. So we are at, okay, I need negative 77 in delta, okay, to be compliant here. And I'm about okay in theta. So this account doesn't need a lot of work. Doesn't need a lot of work at all. Let's see what the buying powers is in this one. So we are at 12,331. 12,331. Everybody I've talked to is glad to be back to the old program. I am too. I'm ecstatic. So buying power's good. You know, deltas are a little off, right? 77 too long. And then my theta is just a wee bit under. So what could I possibly do, y'all, to decrease my deltas, leave my theta intact, and maybe give me a little buying power relief? Bueller. Oh, come on. Y'all know what to do. Buy ES puts. Okay, now, Carlos, that's a great answer. And yes, it would give me negative deltas, but the one problem it would do is it would mess with my theta. Bill has Carlos, your answer is not wrong, right? It's something I could do to get my buying power down and to get my deltas down. I could buy a put, but it would have a detrimental effect on my theta. So what I could do is sell a micro future. Let's see what that would look like. That would have no effect on my theta. It would give me maybe some buying power relief, but it would really knock my deltas down by 50, right? So you could go over here and say, you're going to short a future. We'll review and see what it says here. So make sure I'm in the micros. Yes, I am. Sell one future. This should give me, look at this. It's going to increase my buying power by 1380. And this will make this 136 go to 86. See if that's the case. So let's sell one of those puppies. Boom, baby. We are done. 87, 38. And buying power went down. It just doesn't show it because I have to hit the little dadgum button. Well, capital requirement. It's another thing I need to work on. Dag it. Cap requirement. Yeah, so 11,134. All right, everybody with me. So you see the quick little adjustment that we made. So now I'm 88, 39, 11,134. Let's put that in. 88, 30, what was it? 39 or 30? It's still 34. 88, 34, and 11 something. 39 is my theta now. 11,134. 39, 11,134. 11,134. And this is 39. So that changed a little bit. So check this out, y'all. Ta-da! That's how Daddy does it. Now you say, now wait a minute, Bobby. It still says that you're, you're still 31. So what should I do? Okay. Here's what I went through with Ryan today. You got to ask yourself a question. And the question is, am I comfortable with this metric being violated by 31? If the answer is yes, I'm comfortable with that delta risk, do nothing. If the answer is no, then I could sell another future, right? That would bring a micro future would bring my deltas down to 38, which would be well within the range. I would still make money on the downside, on the upside, if the market goes up, even though I'd be losing on my futures. So what's my, I don't know, man. What do I think? Let's see. I think that I could sell another future. I think I got no problem with that whatsoever. So let's sell one more. Click on the bid, short a future, and we'll shade him right here. And shawink. That puts my deltas at 36, my theta at 35, and that went down even farther. Ta-da! Done. I got nothing else I got to do in that account. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. All right, one account done. Let's go to the second account. Yes, hey Ed. Yes.
So look, Dan just asked, what's your management strategy for the short future? Before you bounce on, you want to just kind of give like maybe a vision on how you see managing these over time?
Yes. Now, here's what I used to do. I used to watch it like a hawk, and I'd go, oh no, I'm down so much on the futures. I'd look at my futures and I go, oh crap, and I'm like, oh man, I lost $300 on my futures. I lost $400 on my futures. That'll drive you nuts. Don't do it. Here's what you do. You realize my deltas are still positive. If the market goes up, Bobby makes money. I will lose on my two futures, but the portfolio will be just peachy. Now, if the market continues to go up, our deltas will continue to go down. So at some point, I'm not even going to watch these futures. I'm just going to leave them on. And now I will start evaluating based on the metrics. This, ladies and gentlemen, is something that we could not do in the last several weeks because we did the 90-60 triple nipple donkey, and the 90-60 triple nipple donkey rendered our metrics useless. So this is going to be us getting back in the habit of this controls everything. This is as it should be. This is the portfolio management we deserve. So what I'll do is tomorrow I'll go and I'll look at my deltas at 30, whatever they are now, and I'll say, is it good? And if I'm good, I'm not even gonna watch those futures. I just got them on. Now let's see what it does to our risk curve over here. Let's see what this looks like now that we put those two short futures on. So everybody see this, right? So let's see, that's a $10,000 trough there. Let's see what it does when we sell those two futures. Should raise that up a little bit. Let's see if it does. It has to, right? So now let's look at that. So now, look at there. Ta-da! Now we've got a puddle of poo right here, right? A puddle. It was a big old thing, and now we have fixed our deltas. Oh, contrary, you say, but look here, Bobby, now you've got some upside problems. Yeah, I do, but I got a while before I can think about that. And if I keep going up, my deltas get too negative, which they will as price goes up, I'll take a future off. Okay, so I lost a few bucks on it. Big deal. My account is much healthier than it was when we started. Dan says, if the market goes up, won't you be losing on beta weighted 100 shares with the future and gaining with the 36 beta weighted shares with the options? Won't you be losing at a 3-to-1 rate? Losing on beta weighted 100 shares with the future and gaining with the 36 beta weighted shares with the option. Well, no, the portfolio still makes money if the market goes up at for the foreseeable future, because I still got positive deltas, right? I still got positive deltas. Unless y'all are seeing something I don't see. I still got positive deltas. So portfolio goes up, I'll be fine. Now, will I lose on those futures? Yes. But the overall portfolio should still go up. Now, as the market continues to go up, my deltas will start to become negative. That's what you're talking about. And at what point that this 35 starts going negative, guess what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to unload the futures, at least one of them, to get my deltas back positive again. So what I'd like to see is slightly positive delta, positive theta of 0.1, which we are now, and a very controllable buying power. Ta-da! Let's go to the next account. Let me close this because we're going to be dealing with so many accounts today. Because we're going to be doing 4 accounts today. Isn't this crazy? All right, let's see what's next on the list. Let's go over here. So, we got our little, what do you call, got our little IRA account here. Cool, groovy. So the IRA account, let's see what all we got over here. Jeez. Okay, so I got 184 plus 20. I think that's 204 in Ranburne, Alabama, where I'm from. So it's 204 and 38. 204 and 38. Let's put that in. Of course, I need to put my net lick in first. 204 and 38. 204 and 38. Let's put our net lick in. See how bad this is. Wait a minute, am I on the right spreadsheet? Yeah, here we go. I may be a little rusty. Get 86005. 86005. Let's see what that looks like. 86005, baby. Don't know what that means.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
All right, now I know what you're thinking, Bobby. You're actually down from when you was on the 17th. That's fine. But I came in here over the weekend and I took my loss. I took my $1,500 loss. Now I'm taking my profits back up. So I'm up 1.91% on the year. Everybody questions. So am I down from where I was there? Yeah, but I came in over the weekend, got home and immediately put my stuff back in. So I'm up 1.91%. Let's see how we're doing with the market. Everybody's got the brand new spreadsheet. Oh, and I threw a couple of bells and whistles in here. So the market's up 3.66%. We're at 1.91%. Cry me a flipping river. Still doing great. All right. So now let's go over here though and see what all we got going on, Bob. I got 47 naked puts. I've got a ton of put debit spreads. I got short hedges a plenty. I got long hedges a plenty. Oh my gosh, I'm over hedged. Let's see what it does to, now this is where you're going to sit here and flip out and go, oh my gosh, this dude has no idea what he's talking about. All right, so let's put in our 27 or 21 on our thing here. And we're 204.38. Let's see what our buying power is. 204 and 38, 204 and 40 now. And our buying power is 26,419. 26,419. 26,419. No, everything looks good. 26,419. Okay, so we are 75 long deltas, right? 2 long deltas. We are negative theta, y'all. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, I got to do something with that. Screw that. And my deltas are a little out of whack. Buying power's fine. Am I comfortable with the risk? That's your question. Am I comfortable with the question? Not with the, am I comfortable with the question? Am I comfortable holding too long of delta 75? No, I am not. So sweet Bobby goes over here and I go trade, baby, trade. Let's get to micros. Let's see, how do you do it here? I forget. Look where all the volume is. So it's in the March contract with only 18 days. That's if not moved out yet. So what I will do is I'll click over here and I'll sell me one. All right. And then I'll confirm and send. And Schwain, baby Schwain. And we're filled. So then I go over here and I'm going to put him in his little group. So let's do that. Let's show our groups. Now, I may take it off in a second too, but I'm just making my little change here. So here he is. I'm going to put him in move to group and I'm going to go futures hedge. Okay. Now, old sweet Bobby has lost $108 on my futures hedge today. But you know what? Over the course of last week, this thing served me well. I made $450 on my hedge. Now, don't look at it too quick. Don't stare at it so much. You know, let things kind of work out on its own. So now we got naked puts, we got futures hedges, and then we got all this other garbage that I've got to unwind now. So what am I going to do? Good question. Now, you all are having some of these. Oh, look, a pretty little bird. Hey, little feller. I think that's a finch. He is so pretty. Don't you poop on my porch, you little bastard, you. All right. So what was I saying? Oh, so I've got two longs here, but I got too many longs. Now, what's going to happen if I get rid of this? That's a good question too, because then I'll have I may get rid of the whole thing. So let's go back to my spreadsheet and let's just see what I got coming off. Now, you will notice some new little things in your spreadsheet. If those y'all got the new spreadsheet out, these things light up yellow if you're at 0 days. Oh, look at this. Isn't that cool how I put that in there? So now you haven't got to look and say, oh, we got anything expiring today? So we do have a long put that is expiring today. Everybody see that? So what I'll actually do is go over here and close it out, put 0 there, put today's date, but that's fine. What else we got going on? But my theta, y'all, is too low. So what could I do? Well, what I could do is go over to the Analyze tab. Let's change this to ES. This is so good. I'm so glad. A lot of people said, Bobby, are you embarrassed? Because you're having to backtrack a little? Not at all. This is the greatest learning. Oh, this is the best thing. And we can pivot in a heartbeat. So let's hide our simulations. So we're only looking at our positions and single symbol. So we have, let's see, all groups. Let's do my Sweet Bobby hedges. So here's my Sweet Bobby hedges. Let me look at these. The two of these things are taken away. Y'all look at this. That's 50 thetas there. 50 darn thetas. Oh no, get rid of this thing. Now, what would that do? That's going to be crazy. Let's see what this does. So create a closing order. So let's sell those two loans. Now watch, I'll get myself in a bind here. I don't know if I want to do that. Let me see what that's doing. Hold on a second. Inlines. Don't want to go crazy here. Let's see what my theta would be without those 32. Let's see. Single symbol. Let's show all groups. Where's my 232s at? Come here. There they are. So let's see what they're doing all by themselves. And okay, so that's got 16, 17 theta on my loan. Theta negative 35, buying power affect that. P&L day on the. Okay, so this is just loans. Let me see. Make sure I got everything out here. Hold on. Ah, there's more of them. Okay. 35, 35. Which ones were those? Let's see, the 3550s. Two of the 3550s. Back to my Analyze tab. Where's my 3550s? Oh, I'm checking the wrong stuff. Uncheck that. Got a short there. Here's my loans. There's my loans. What is that? Hold on. Loan ES. Loan option 2, 11. Why is it not showing my stuff there? All right, let's go back. Let's see what happens if we close just those. I'm willing to do it just for science. So we want to sell that for as much as we can. So let's sell those for 7. Uh-oh, buying power below 0. That's what I thought. It will not let me because it'll mess with my buying power. All right, so let's go back. Let's see. Let's do some of these little Sweet Bobby hedges that we could take off here. That's the problem when you do those ESs, right? So let's try to take off something since we're over hedged. Let me go back to my spreadsheet and trades. Let me find the first instant that we have a Sweet Bobby hedge on because we're just over hedged. Sweet Bobby hedge 6 of those. Surely we can close those. We have 18 days left in those trades. Let's see if we can get a dime or two out of them. So that's the 3330s. I mean, 3330s. 6 of those. Let's see what my buying power will be on that. Create closing order. That's 70 cents. We'll try to get to 85. See what that will do. There we go. We got the buying power to get those little puppies off. Let's get it out of it. Now, you've heard me say time and time again, Rome wasn't built in a day. We will not fix this in a day. It's going to take us a while to get back to full speed. But we will get to full speed, and we will get there quickly, just not in one day. So that ought to be close to filling. Let's see, let's sell it for 75 just to get out. That ought to fill. All right, so we got out of the 633.30s at 75 cents. Let's record it. 33.30s at 75 cents. And we got out in the year of the Lord, 2/27/23. There we go. So we had a 91% loss on that. We lost $139. Hey, that is good tuition. Make that red. Now let's kind of look and see what our stuff is. And now we go back. See what that did. We're wanting to increase our theta. We've still got buying power to make some moves. So we are at 135, 155, and 48. 155, 155 and 44. 155, 44. Good. Look at that, y'all. 155 and 44. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Everybody see it? What did I do? Now I'm only long by 26. All right, good. So we still got buying power to work with. So let's go and let's make another adjustment since we are in the trimming down stage. So what are we going to trim down again? I'm going to try to trim down another Sweet Bobby loan. Here is 2 of the long 3280s. Yes.
I want to jump in.
That's
again.
only got one day drifting trade.
Yeah, look at your position list. It looked like you had some long puts maturing tomorrow. Is that right?
Looks exactly right. Now,
That's
the
gonna
one that
boost-
I just closed did not have that, right? It had significantly more days, I think. So yeah,
Right.
if it's just got one day to close, yeah, if it's got one day to close,
pop off.
yeah, no need to do that. So we're going to have some of those popping off anyway. So that's good. So we got today and then tomorrow on those. Good. So maybe I don't need to do as much closing as I thought that I did. Let's just look what else we got here. There's a Sweet Bobby hedge short. There's a Sweet Bobby hedge long. God, there's 8 of them, y'all. 8 of those puppies. But again, like Ed said, you know, I kind of got to watch it now because with these loans coming off, you know, tomorrow, you know, that's going to have some issues too. So I think I'm good now. I think I'm good on this. Let's go back and see what we got. Our Greeks and ratios are 155. So we went from 208 or so down to 155. We had this at 30 something. We increased that to 44, right? And our buying power certainly went down or went up maybe. Did it go up or down? 25, 648. Market smooth. 25, 648. That went down a little bit. 25, 648. Yeah. So our buying power is fine. Our theta is low and our deltas are high. But we did sell a future to kind of bring that down. Okay. Good.
And
Questions
make that buying power 25,000. You left the 20.
Oh, sorry, 25,000. Thank you, Adam. A little rusty.
Sorry, no problem.
I'm trying to get my sea legs. or
Look,
my
speaking of
land
Russ,
legs.
I don't want to rush you out of this, but aren't we supposed to have the Muscadine Mafia session 15 minutes ago?
We are. But we're okay. We're good. Worm guy is in here and he's probably fine with us going over. Yeah, we're good. Typical doctor, just shift every appointment a little. He has a 1 Eastern mentorship. Yeah, that's right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Worm guy will he'll be fine. All right, so let's go to the last account. So has anybody got a question about what we did here? We're going to get it back like it was, y'all. We're going to get it back like it was. Now, no problem. I mean, it's not like we're doing terrible. And if you want to keep doing the 90-60 and doing the Sweet Bobby heads, knock yourself out. If your market opinion thinks that you need that hedge, I don't need it. We survived 20% down last year and we did splendid. I don't need it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to run it. Just not. So the market's up 3.66. We're up 2%. Okay. So let's close that. And let's go to the final account. See if we can make a little bit of adjustment over here. So on this one, let's say Crimson. Thank you, Ed, for trying to keep me on task though. 33,259. 33,259. Now, this is where I'm gonna flip you out. 33,259. 2, 27, 23, 33, 259. Now it looks like we're up significantly, right? Looks like we're up that. No. We're not up that because Sweet Bobby popped in another 1,000, which ought to go right here, I think. Yeah, let me put it here. 1,000. So we are up. There we go. We are up $525 on the day. We are up 1405.15 for the year.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
All right, so 33,259. Our deltas are at 69 minus say 1, so we're 68.41. 68.41. 68.41. VIX is at 21, we said. So our buying power is 13, say 13,000. Okay, so we're a little heavy here. We're a little heavy here, but we only got, we don't need a lot of delta adjustment, do we? Not a lot. And our theta is just fine. I think on this account, I don't think I'm going to do anything. I really don't. Let's go over here and see if we got anything coming off today. Yep. We've got a long put coming off today. Don't y'all like the yellow, how it tells us that something's expiring? And yeah, we got a lot of stuff tomorrow. So we may have to do a little bit of maneuvering tomorrow. So since we've got that stuff coming on, I think there's nothing for me to do. All right, 39, we should be at 35. We've got enough theta in the account. And here we are at 68. We're only 18 heavy. Yeah. Beautiful. Now in this one, I actually could, take some profits if I wanted to, take a little risk off. Let's look at our naked puts here. Let's see what we could take off. Naked puts. See if we got anything up here that's really, really profitable. Now, this morning with Ryan was like, Bobby, I don't want to take anything because it's got my theta there. I don't want to take anything out. Well, you don't have to. You just don't have to. But if I wanted to take off risk, I wanted to, get my buying power down just a bit, I could certainly take off some profits here on something. Let's see. 37, 37, 37. Yeah, I don't know if I want to take off 5 theta. I think I'm good. I think I'll just leave it like that is. All right. So we will go into, you could short 18 shares of SPY. Exactly, Nick. Exactly. All right. Any questions on what we've done today? So the big takeaway, and I will go through it really, really big on the Analyze tab. But the 90-60 thing is just not as good, y'all. I showed Ed over the weekend. I said, Ed, look at this. It's better to put it back to 60-60. Y'all do this 90-60 if you want to. I'm going back to 60-60. Okay. All right. So y'all have a great day. We are now going into executive session. I will post the link in the Muscadine Mafia room. See y'all later.